Hey, good morning, YouTube channel. How y'all doing again today? It's Taurus Downey. Once again, go hard or go home. Okay. Now I'm doing this video today. Hypergamy trumps game. All right. Before I get into it though, hey, let me thank you guys for the subscriptions. I made it over to 100 people that I wanted to get to. And it looks like I'm going to get a lot more because apparently what I'm saying, I guess it works or it's the truth. Because, dude, I've gotten like 30 subscribers in the last maybe 2 to 3 days or maybe, yeah. And it's like I'm getting up every so many hours and there's more subscribers. So thank y'all for subscribing. And I'm going to keep talking about this stuff, man, because I think it'll help everybody. All right. Now, the reason I like to talk about hypergamy a lot. My channel's new. It's a pretty much new thing, new channel. I'm kind of new to this stuff. So, but I came on here and I started seeing that there's a lot of these game gurus. You got Fresh and Fit, the Mr. Lucario guy, Alpha Male Strategies, who's a Bama boy like me. Got a lot of people that are gurus on here. Kevin Samuels was one. He wasn't much, but you know what I'm saying, that was talking about relationships and stuff like that. And I'm more aligned with so a lot of the stuff that Kevin Samuels was talking about. Okay, I believe in a guy building himself up first, my thing is you should become some sort of either person with a little bit of money or at least more money than the average guy around you, or some type of management position at your job, or make your own company. But somewhere in there, you got to be the boss. Okay? This is always going to trump game. Okay? It's always going to trump game. Well, why is it always going to trump game? Because here's the deal. Women want the boss. They want the boss for thousands of years. It's been this way. The chief of the doggone tribe gets all the women. It's pretty much what it is. If you go to church, especially if you're a black guy in a black church, it's not uncommon to hear about a preacher smashing all the women in the church. It's not uncommon because he's the leader. That is why. Leadership is attractive to women. When you're spitting game, you don't have anything that attracts to women. That's why you have to do that. Game is always, I've done game before. By the way, let me go ahead and tell this story right here. Because a lot of these guys, I think that because I got some guys that come out, and there was one thing while I'm getting to that. Thanks for the comments and stuff, guys. And a lot of y'all are right about this stuff. And that's why I built the channel. Because there needs to be a place for guys to understand and talk about hypergamy and what we're going to do about it. Because we got to do something about that. All right? You're not going to change it because it's evolution. Okay? It's evolution. It is what it is. All right? You're not going to change it. But what can you do about it? Okay? So I'm just having my morning beer here. And now I'll be going to the gym in a little while and jump while we're doing this. But here's the difference between the two things, okay? With game, you have nothing that is attractive to a woman. Okay? Women in general want looks, money, power, success of some sort. Okay? When you spitting game, you don't have any of those things. Looks might be the most one that some guys can have. But in the majority of the time, you don't have any other things. It's why you're spitting game. It's why. Game is always going to be centered around don't be tricking. Don't be because you don't have no money. That's really what it is. And if you've got it and you're stingy, women can pick that up too. So you can get the bottom level chicks because a lot of the guys, I think what was happening is they run this game thing and they're like, well, I can't go past a certain level of woman. And no, you can't. You never will. You never will. Because the low level of woman is the only thing you're going to be able to get with game. That's why you got to go through so many women. That's why they keep telling you. All of them going to tell you that. You got to do all this talking. This many people to meet this many people to get this right here. because what you're looking for is a fluke. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for a woman who you run into by accident, but you don't have the rest of the other stuff, but she likes what you said and she likes how you look. So she does it anyway. If you ever notice, and a lot of guys have probably tried talking to women, trying to tell women things, and trying to tell women like, hey, look, you're getting treated this kind of way and all this stuff. And the woman will tell you, well, it's because he's got game. See, that's the female part of it, right? It's also a lie for females because they're doing shit they know they ain't got no business doing that they shouldn't be doing according to the female rules. Let me shut one of these blinds right quick. But, and they know that bull jive. Okay? They know that they're supposed to be after the money and power and success. They know this. All right? Some of them are bottom level anyway, though. They're never going to the top. So they'll just take the looks. Or they just take that they like what you say. But most guys don't want to deal with nothing like that for their whole life. Because if that's all it took for you to get her, it's all it's going to take for the next guy to get her. Number 2, hypergamy is going to give you, by practicing hypergamy, it opens the door for you to move into polygamy. That's really the goal of my channel, to teach guys how to get all the options into their doggone corner where they can move into stuff like polygamy. More than one girlfriend in the open. The women understanding it. I like now, okay? I have my girlfriend who thinks she's the only one. She knows better. She says it all the time. But because she can sense it. She knows that what I got going on, I am a sought after guy. She's right. Okay? Because I have other girlfriends that know about her. They know about her. They know they're not coming into this. They know that. I still get to have sex with them. I still get to hang out with them. Because guess what? They still want access to this type of guy that they think they're all supposed to have. You've all seen it on the Kevin Samuels show. You've seen it on all the other shows. These women come on here and they are adamant about this. Y'all gotta learn, guys, we gotta use hypergamy. Game, that shit's dead. We need to use hypergamy because with hypergamy, you can start using the law of attraction. You don't have to go talking to all them broads and shit because they looking for you. They're looking for what you got. The problem with game is you don't intend on, first off, you intend on stiffing them because if you take them on dates or anything, that's tricking. If you're doing game, that's tricking. You can't do dates. You can't do going on vacation with this chick if you're doing game because that's tricking. So your intent is to stiff this motherfucker. That's how they look at it. The intent is to stiff me. I'm going to give them something and he's not going to give me anything back. And if you think they can't pick up on it, you're wrong. Y'all got your dog. We got 5s and 6s out here demanding dates. That was unheard of before the internet, guys. The girl with a 5 or 6, you got her phone number. Y'all first meeting was at her house or yours. Wasn't no dating. If you was below 8, there was no dating for you. None. And it wasn't about not stiffing you. 8 and below, 8 and above got dates and game. 7 and below, you gotta work your way into something. Because everybody was out to the other thing. Same thing. Okay? Same thing. Here's another thing. Hypergamy is going to give you access to the game guy's girlfriends. What? Yes. Their mouthpiece, because I hear a lot of these guys be saying all the time, if you got a nice mouthpiece, if you this and that, if you see, No. Any guy you hear saying that, or any guy talking about tricking and junk, you can get access to his girlfriend. Let me tell you something. When most guys have probably have watched the Kevin Samuels show. I'm gonna be talking about this show a lot on my shows. Okay, most guys have probably watched this show. Okay, In that show, what you saw was this right here. The most famous episode of it is the one where he told the woman you're average at best. This happened during the pandemic, during the shutdown of the pandemic, right? Women didn't have jobs. Women are gonna be telling you, your job, their job, this and that, and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, when you get something like that pandemic, and it's just like Kevin Samuel said, winter is coming, and it came. It came and it snowed like hell on that ass. That's what happened, and it got cold outside real quick. No job, no money. The government barely sending you $1,000, and you might could pay your rent with that. And that'd be it. Let that sink in for a second. What happened right around that same amount of time? Women went to calling Kevin Samuels. See, you can have this whole thing with women saying they don't want to follow guys' rules. They don't want to be up under a man. They don't want to do this and that. But as soon as junk got bad, they called a man. They called a man and asked them how to help them get other men. And then they got upset when they got told what the rules were, but they knew those rules already, guys. They been knew those rules. They're trying to circumvent the rules the same way the game guys want to circumvent the rules. That's why they will only have, those women will only have access to certain men. It's the same way Kevin Samuels told them, because they're spitting game. Broad, these rules, this or that. The guy wants this. He wants fit, feminine, fine, whatever, get what I'm saying? You don't have those things. You don't have them. So you're only going to have access to a certain amount of guys. It's the same thing with the game thing. The women want money, power, success. If you don't have those, you can spit game, you're only going to get access to a certain amount of women. And it's going to be the bottom level women. The same thing like with women. The average chicks, you're going to get the average guy. What Kevin Samuels telling them, you're going to get the average guy. No, they didn't want to hear that. It's the same thing like you don't want the game guys don't want to hear when you tell them that, hey, look, if you keep doing this, you only get access to this level. No, that's not true, and it's going on the whole doggone time. Hypergamy is always going to trump game because hypergamy is going to take, when you practice hypergamy, you're going to take advantage of the things that women want. You go out here and you get your own self together. That's the first doggone thing. You got to get yourself into a position where your money is tight. You don't have to worry about taking chicks on dates and shit, because if you go on one, you's going anyway. I'm going on vacation over here anyway. Girl, you want to go. You don't even got to ask them, because when you get there, you can run into some more. I got a cabin over here. What y'all doing tonight? Why don't y'all come chill in the cabin with me? We get some liquor and get messed up. We can put some food on the grill. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? Those things matter. If you're spitting game, you're not trying to do those type of things because you're trying to avoid simping, like they call it, simping and tricking. Okay? I know. I've been out here doing this. I used to be real big on game. I used to be real big on it because I was broke. I didn't have nothing. I didn't have nothing that was attractive to women did I have. That when it came out of money, power, success, that I didn't have any of that junk. So I was only having access to certain amounts of women, and I got tired of that mess. And I wanted to find out, I'm like, man, how can I change this? And I started paying attention to like what women really wanted. And it reared his head right there. That's how Kevin Samuels was able to get all that momentum behind it. Because the women were the times that got hard, and women when times get hard, what they're gonna do is they're gonna look for a guy to take care of that. That's what they're finna do. They talk all that smack until time gets hard. You got the game guys. Yeah, or this and that. Okay, they're stiffing their girlfriend though because they don't believe in tricking and all the other good stuff. So they're gonna be stiffing their girlfriend, and she might like them. She might like how she might actually like how they talk. She might actually like how they look. But here goes the whole thing. She's going to get hers. You better believe that. I've seen these guys sitting around thinking, and the reason why I got so far out of the game, I quit with game and went to the other thing, is because I started understanding that some of the guys, you had to have a certain amount of mentality to keep yourself from understanding what was going on, because your girlfriend was eventually going to have sex with other guys because they had money, power, and success, and she was craving that. And you was going to have to sit there as the game guy and just believe that she's just getting money from these guys for nothing. They just dumbasses and they just giving her money in this type of stuff like that. No, I refuse to go along with that. I was like, hell no. There ain't no way. Because no. Maybe one or two, but not all of them. There ain't no way she's with all these people, or talking to all these people, or talking to whatever, and nobody's getting anything. No. When guys is real hard in the game, that's how they gotta fool themselves. But no, when you doing a hypergamy thing, you can smash their broad too. It just is what it is. In hypergamy, you can use the law of attraction. Why? Because the other person wants what you have. That's why. Yeah, I hope that guys, after watching my channel and watching my shows, build themselves up and get themselves straightened out. I would take time off and do that first. I would. And you need to get to some kind of management position on your job. Don't just be the guy that's always, forever, that's the guy getting told what to do. Women don't find that attractive. They don't. They barely find it attractive. Like, and it's the truth. You heard it on Kevin Samuels' show. You hear it on a lot of other shows. You can be making 80 grand as a doggone plumber or something, and they still don't find that attractive. Women don't find, for some reason, they don't find it. Well, it's not for some reason. I can tell you why it is. Because you're the one still doing the work. Women want the boss. They want the boss. They want the guy that's telling everybody else what to do. And as long as you're not him, you're gonna be limited to a certain amount of women. It just is what it is. It works with them that way. And there's no getting past it either. Not a bit. No, not one way or past it. You're going to deal with this problem, or you're just not going to get to certain type of women. And that's just is what it is on that one. But if I was you guy, I would choose hypergamy. Hypergamy will lead you to polygamy. It will. Because the women are gonna want this. They want this. So when they want it, they're going to get it. They're gonna even when they had no chances of getting the 6-figure guys when Kevin Samuels was talking to them. They had no chance of it, and they still after it. They don't care if it's a 1% chance of them getting it. They still gonna chase that. It's what's deep down inside of them for them to go after. That just is what it is on that one. You gotta know that while you out here doing this junk, because you got these guys telling you looks don't matter, looks don't matter, money don't matter, spending money, all that shit matters, especially looks. Women have become very, very, very adamant about that, because most of them are like, they're not even going to get the money. They're never going to get the money. Most of them have already started to realize, watching Kevin Samuels stuff, they're not going to get to a guy with money. So looks is the next best thing for them. It is what it is. And looks count a lot in that. Now, if you got the money and the power, they'll ease off on looks. But before then, it's going to have to be that. I just gave y'all a bunch of reasons why hypergamy trumps game. Okay? How do I get the hypergamy? First, I understand Women want money, power, success, and they're not gonna get me some of that. They're gonna be able to tell you got it. They're gonna be able to tell. They can pick that up. They can pick that up. They can. Or if you don't want access to anything above a 7, keep spitting game. Because 5s and 6s, they're up their doggone number to pretty much an 8. They're demanding the same thing that an 8 or a 9 would get. Then that's garbage. You got fat chicks out here saying they demand dates and all that stuff. That was unheard of before the internet thing, guys. That was unheard. Fat chick, you know what I'm saying? There might be a bunch of people banging a fat chick, but the whole deal of it is it wasn't getting put out in public. She didn't say nothing about it, none of that, and there wasn't no dating and jump. You went straight to that, straight to it, because that's the only way she was getting some. Now you got these guys out here hogging, and you getting, I call it hogging, you know what I'm saying? You know what hogging is, going out to fat chicks, and you got these game guys just doing whatever. And let me tell you something. When you're doing this game thing, shooting your shot, unless you have made some of these other changes, all you're doing is adding into the problem. If she didn't feel like hearing you, trust me, guys, most of these women, I was sitting in a bar the other night, and a woman started talking to me, okay? And we was talking with each other about things, blah, 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 blah. And another guy walked up. Started talking to her right in front of me. This woman, I was already picking up on all the signs. We were sitting there talking at the bar. She had turned herself towards me. I turned myself towards her, and we started facing and talking, blah, 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 and having our drinks. But you know what? I just let the guy, I was like, okay. I was like, well, I was already on my way out the door, and I told her I'm finna go. I got my beer. I finished off that beer, and I got up, and I started walking towards the door, and she said, here I come. We went outside, we talked some more, exchanged phone numbers. You know how that went. And she was telling me she was 28. I'm 44, by the way, and I can attract 28, 25-year-old women. It's not that hard. Keep yourself in shape. Have yourself right. Your money right and shit. They will pick up on this. But she was like, nah, he thought he had game. See, women are tired of game. Women got bored with game. Any woman that's decent looking, that they don't want to hear that junk no more because they already understand that game is about stiffing me. It's about it's about the guy getting something from me and me not ever getting anything out of the situation. And they don't want to do that. Look, guys, we can keep beating this subject the whole time. I'm not going to do that. All right? Hypergamy trumps game. I'm about to get off of here. Y'all drop comments, drop more questions if you have more questions about different things. And we're gonna, as we go along with this, we're gonna go into how to do some of this. I already told some of y'all right now, you need to, if you can't make management on your job, you need another one. If y'all ain't got no management position I can go to, I need another job. I'm going somewhere else. You need to be the boss in some type of way. And then you can use the law of attraction. We'll keep talking about it more and more. But if you like what you think what I'm saying is something that's, sensible, let me know in the comments. Y'all hit like, hit subscribe. Hey, thank y'all for getting me to 100 something odd subscribers in like that. So yeah. And I think I'm gonna get a whole bunch more because this conversation gotta be had, man. Guys gotta figure out what to do about this junk. And these game guys are going to eventually become your enemy. They're not going to like you. If you look at my channel, you're going to start to see that some of them don't like the critiques I give on guys who talk about the game stuff. They don't like the critiques. They want to have something to say. But it is what it is. And when you start having to deal with these guys in public, because it's going to happen that way, you're going to be able to get their girl. If you do what I'm talking about, you're going to be able to get their girl. You're going to be able to. And there won't be shit he can do about it. Not a doggone thing. I do it now. Because the women are hungry for that money, power, and success. It's hypergamy. It's in their blood. It's thousands of years of evolution. So, y'all let me know what y'all think about what I just said. All right, hit like, hit the subscribe button, leave me the comments, and let's keep talking. I'm out of here. It's been Taurus Downey. Go hard, guys, or go home.